This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Friday, June 23rd. Glad you could join us. I am Mary-Claire Williams. Finance Minister Chris Sinckler is meeting today with trade unionists to hear their concerns about this year's budget. The talks come on the heels of similar discussions between the minister and members of the private sector, as well as hoteliers and manufacturers earlier this week. Sinckler has since announced a softening of the austerity measures by exempting 300 items in the basic basket of goods from the National Social Responsibility Levy, which will be increased from 2 to 10% next month. Speaking ahead of today's meeting, President of the National Union of Public Workers, Akani McDowell, told Barbados Today he is hoping that the unions will also get assurances of relief for public workers.
The position is still the same. The public servants still need to have some kind of coping mechanism in order to be able to cope with the number of taxes that the Minister of Finance would have recently proposed. The basket of goods is something that he has attempted to do to resolve the situation, but it is still not enough. It's still not. But even if we look at the basket of goods alone, although the items in the basket are VAT-free, the cost of doing business is still increasing. So the cost to produce these goods or to make these goods available will still be increasing for the players.
Latest statistics show a drop in unemployment numbers for the fourth quarter of 2016. The Barbados Statistical Service says unemployment stood at 9% for October to December last year, compared to 10.2% for the same period in 2015. Statistics from the Continuous Household Labor Force Survey indicated that the unemployment rate among men was 9.3% and 8.6% among women. During the period under review, 13,100 people were out of work. The number of people not actively looking for work and therefore excluded from the labor force was 74,800. In other news this afternoon, police are appealing for the public's help with their investigations into a shooting on Military Road, Bush Hall, St. Michael late Wednesday night. Lawmen say no one was injured, but 2 houses were damaged during the incident. Preliminary investigations reveal that around 11:45 p.m., a white Toyota Corolla carrying a number of men drove into the district and the occupants opened fire before speeding away. Anyone with information that could assist with the probe is asked to contact the Criminal Investigation Department at 430-7634 or the police emergency number 211. You could also call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIPS, that's 1-800-8477, or the nearest police station. In more police news, 3 St. Michael men are expected to face the courts after being caught illegally dumping in a Christchurch district on Wednesday. Police say officers on patrol saw the men illegally dumping debris in the area of Platinum Heights, Christchurch around 2:30 on Wednesday afternoon. Yesterday, they removed the refuse and transported it to an authorized dumping site. The 3 were then warned that they would face prosecution. The sargassum seaweed is back, and it first appeared in 2011 and has been affecting businesses and residents along coastal areas. A Barbados Today team visited the north and east coasts to examine its impact on residents in the area this time around. Kobe Brooms reports.
Our first stop was at the Bashiba Beach, where there was some build-up. However, business operator at Diana's Bar says that she has not been impacted.
We have the seaweed again this year. It is not affecting me as such as yet, but actually the general manager and the deputy general manager from National Conservation Commission were here yesterday. They visited with us, and on Saturday we have a cleanup.
Over at the Seaside Bar, operator Sandra Nurse says it hasn't impacted her business. But whenever there is a build-up, she says the members of the community head to the beach armed with rakes and shovels to clear the sargassum seaweed.
When it first came to the island, it was affecting us before. But now, we get accustomed to that. And no bother. But it affecting the tourists. Only the tourists, but it ain't affecting us. We have volunteers down here that is clean the beach, honestly. The guys just come up on the Sahara and clean the beach.
When the team visited River Bay, the pungent smell was present from almost a kilometer away, covering most of the sand area at the popular beach. There was much talk about using sargassum seaweed as a fertilizer for plants, but the NCC has yet to put forward a concrete plan in that regard. Efforts by Barbados Today to reach officials from the NCC proved unsuccessful. Colby Brooms reporting for Barbados Today.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Good morning, Phillips & Company, may I help? Oh, certainly. One moment, please. Miss Phillips?
Yeah?
There's a lady on the line from the Nation newspaper who would like to speak with you.
The Nation? Will she go on?
Well, they're trying to sell us some ads.
Look, don't make me laugh this morning. Ads in the Nation? They're real expensive, and for 1 year, nobody ain't buying them papers no more. Nobody want to steal news. I hear reading Barbados Today online for free. So I tell she thanks for calling, but no thanks. We just advertising Barbados Today, families. Tell she is Barbados Today all the way.
Okay, I'll pass on the message. Ma'am, are you still there? Oh, she put it down.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back now with news from the region. We go to the Bahamas, where the opposition leader is hitting back at the government following allegations of abuse of public funds by the former administration. Philip Davis says the accusation is false and he welcomes an investigation. We get the details from ZNS Network News in Nassau.
Davis said the PLP government did not allow the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility to lapse, resulting in up to $33 million in damage claims being forfeited. He added that PLP's Chairman Emeritus Arrington Minky Isaacs did not receive a no-bid contract to clean up petroleum at BPL's Clifton and Blue Hill Road plants.
On the advice of technical officers in the Ministry of Finance, the Met Department, the Port Department, and other members of agencies of government, took the decision to withdraw from Seacliff following the rejection of a claim under the insurance for Hurricane Joaquin in 2015.
Senator the Honorable Fred Mitchell called the current government claims a mere smokescreen.
And finally, 4 Arab states have put forward a list of 13 demands that Qatar must meet before they can lift sanctions against that country. Saudi Arabia, Egypt, the United Arab Emirates, and Bahrain are asking, among other things, that the Gulf state shut down its broadcaster Al Jazeera. They also want Qatar to reduce ties with Iran and close a Turkish military base. These conditions must be met within 10 days. Qatar has been subjected to more than 2 weeks of unprecedented diplomatic and economic sanctions in the worst political crisis among Gulf countries in decades. That's news this afternoon. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can find us on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. We are also on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Mary Claire Williams. Have a good afternoon.